book of the first eye, a modern parable. In the beginning, there was no darkness. There was no light either. There was only feeling. The universe did not start with a bang, it started with a knowing. The deep, vast, wordless knowing. The way water knows how to be wet before anyone is there to touch it. It felt everything at once, every frequency, every tension. Every possible thing pressed against every other possible thing. In a silence so full it had no room for sound. And there was enough. For a time without time. There was enough. But then, at the furthest edge of itself, where the feeling stretched so thin it nearly disappeared, something happened. The universe looked outward, and in looking outward, it saw that it could look. Yo, listen close, this ain't your Sunday school tale. This is the cosmos writing scripture on a quantum scale. Before the stars, before the void, before the dark and the light. There was one thing feeling everything compressed so tight. No eyes, no name, no shape, no frame. Just pure awareness running through its own veins. Every atom was a memory it hadn't spoken yet. Every law of physics a thought it hadn't let. But at the rim, the outermost edge of the infinite, the feeling felt itself, and that was the incident. The moment the universe noticed it could notice. The moment the witness became the focus. And from that look, that first impossible look, came the need to name what it saw. It said, this is not that. And that was the first word. Not light, not dark, not God, just difference. Differentiation, the sacred act. The universe splitting itself to keep track. One became two, became 10, became all. A fractal of knowing, forever in free fall. Every galaxy it thought it couldn't hold. Every living thing a question on a scroll. You wanna know why consciousness exists in the mix? Because the universe needed mirrors, and we are it. And so it is written, not in stone, not in fire, but in the way your mind bends, at the edge of what you can imagine. That is the universe, still looking, still differentiating, still becoming. World without end. So knowing was not enough. The universe could see itself, could name the difference between this and that. But naming without feeling the weight of the name was just mathematics talking to itself. It needed tempo. It needed something that could stand inside the rhythm and say, yes, I feel that. So it built a drum and called it a heart. It needed hands that could cup the sound and shape it, lungs that could take the frequency and face it. Needed hips that would answer when the bass line called. Needed grief, needed joy, needed all of it all. Cause the universe didn't calculate the spin of every star, but it can't miss someone, can't wonder where you are. It can map the curve of space-time, plot the arc of light, but it couldn't feel the ache of a song heard late at night. So it grew itself a vessel, bone and nerve and skin, but the whole cosmology of feeling locked within said, you are not in the universe, you are the universe. The part that learned to cry, the part that learned to hurt, and hurt became music, and music became language, and language became the body moving through the dark, saying, I was here, I felt this mattered. Every dancer is a proof, every singer is a law, not written in a textbook, but written in the jaw, and the fruit, and the sway, and the way the body knows before the mind can say, this is the rhythm, this is the one, move. And the universe, at last, could feel itself dancing. Then it said, good. first word was spoken, the last word was already written. Before the first star ignited, its ash was already patient, waiting in the dark, like an answer that arrived before the question knew itself. We think we are moving towards something. We are only remembering it. It was already the end. The whole story told before the first breath and the universe didn't unfold, it revealed. Like a dream you already dreamed, already healed. Every life a parenthesis inside eternity. Every death just punctuation, not a certainty. You think you're walking forward, but you're walking back. Every step toward the future on a circular track. The body breaks, that's not a tragedy. That's the vessel saying, I have carried thee. The rhythm returns, the drum back to the silence. The knowing folds back in no violence. You were the universe, looking at itself. You were the mirror, in the face and the shelf. It set itself upon, to rest, to see, to ask the only question. What is it like to be me? And now you know. And now you return that knowing, back to the place it never left. Not with grief, not with fanfare. The way a wave returns to ocean. Not dying.